Every day, organizations capture thousands of data points. Staring at an endless stream of raw numbers doesn't create insight, it creates paralysis. We need a way to organize this chaos into immediate clarity. When you rely on the rows of a standard spreadsheet, the core narrative of the data is often lost. A dashboard solves this by condensing your information into a clean, single-page visual summary. You can build this system using 3 components: raw tabular data, a visualization platform like Power BI or Tableau, and an AI assistant to help draft complex formulas. Implementing this visual system allows you to use your administrative records to actively drive institutional strategy. First, define exactly who will use this tool and the specific operational decisions they need to make. Effective dashboards are built around the needs of a specific audience. Next, identify your key performance indicators, or KPIs. These are the measurable values that show progress toward your objectives. Limit your selection to 3 to 5 vital metrics to maintain focus. In an academic environment, these metrics might include student attendance percentages and the number of core competencies successfully completed. Avoid the temptation to include every available data point. If a metric does not directly support a decision, it should be excluded from the final design. Now, examine your raw data. Before importing it, you must standardize your formats. Ensure all dates are consistent and correct any spelling errors in your category labels. Remove all duplicate entries. You must also verify that columns containing numbers are strictly formatted as numeric values, not as text. This purification process is the foundation of the architecture. Precise visualizations rely on the accuracy and consistency of the underlying spreadsheet. Once the data is clean, connect your Excel or Google Sheets file directly to your visualization platform. Before building charts, map a visual hierarchy on your canvas. Assign the top row for summary cards showing current totals. Use the middle for trend charts. Reserve the bottom for detailed data lists, and the side panel for user controls. This layout ensures the viewer's eye travels logically from high-level summaries down to individual student or department details. Now you can begin mapping your specific metrics to the designated regions of your layout. Total headcounts and overall averages work best as bold card tiles. Place these in the top row for immediate visibility. Use bar charts to compare different groups, and line charts for any data that changes over weeks or months. Avoid 3D effects or exotic chart types that obscure the data. These visuals confuse the user and slow down their ability to interpret the numbers. The goal of a chart is rapid comprehension. Choosing the simplest visual representation ensures that data remains the priority. To make the dashboard interactive, add slicers to your side panel. Slicers allow users to filter the entire report by categories like academic year, gender, or batches. Selecting a value in a slicer instantly updates every chart on the canvas to show only that subgroup's performance. You can also implement conditional logic. This enables the dashboard to automatically highlight rows or cells when the data passes a certain threshold. For example, you can set a rule where if student attendance drops below 75%, the background of that cell turns red and a warning icon appears. If you need help writing the formulas for these rules, you can use AI tools to generate the necessary logic based on your column names. These conditional alerts turn your visual report into an early warning tool that identifies potential problems as soon as the data is updated. Before finalizing the project, perform a manual cross-check. Compare the summary totals on your dashboard cards to the sums in your original spreadsheet to ensure the calculations are accurate. Test every slicer and filter combination to confirm that the charts update correctly and that the layout remains stable. Review the dashboard on both desktop and mobile views to ensure the text is legible and the charts are appropriately scaled. A single mathematical error can lead to incorrect decisions and lost trust. This validation phase ensures your output is reliable. With your testing complete, you can publish the dashboard to the web, allowing your stakeholders to access the interactive data through a secure link. This establishes an ongoing workflow. When you enter new data into your spreadsheet, the dashboard charts can be refreshed to reflect those changes instantly. You can begin this process today using your existing datasets and standard Office software. You can also use an AI assistant to analyze these organized visuals and draft written executive summaries of the findings for your reports. This pipeline provides a repeatable method for managing complex information. Download the sample dataset below to begin your first build.